All right, guys, day 2, January 2nd, trying to become a millionaire, checking in every day until I get there. Um, so I'm up in Montana visiting family the last couple days, and it's been nice. It's stressed me out. So if you look back to the older videos, like one of the reasons I didn't want to start a social media agency and do that was because of the time commitment, right? Like 2,000 a month from passively from YouTube goes pretty far, and I can do it from anywhere. Like, it's pretty chill. It's nice, right? 20,000 a month from an agency is cool, but it needs me. It needs so much of me. And to be fair, the last few days I haven't had to do a whole lot except communicate with the team, check in on projects, blah blah blah, and that's been okay. But I'm not getting new clients, right? I'm not I'm not making sales, I'm not filming, I'm not doing a lot of the stuff that I normally would be doing. And so it's kind of got me antsy out here. I spent the night in a cabin last night and went snowboarding today, and that was nice, relaxing. And last night in the cabin, I was able to work a lot on switching over to like the SaaS mode on GoHighLevel and turning my plans into actually getting people into the software so that there's a more sticky component and I can hopefully integrate it more and deliver better results. And so like I'm getting things done out here, but it's been it's been stressful just being away. Like I was thinking about it today. Usually when I'm out and like on vacation or somewhere else, I don't feel eager to get back, but I also think it's because I've never like had a home per se. So it's like moving a lot, going to different places. And so that's the home base now. So when I'm away from there, it's been stressing me out. So I got to make sure I go back tomorrow night, and this week is giving me a lot of clarity on direction I want to go with the agency and how I plan to grow that and scale that in 2025 and hit that goal. So that's really been the big thing. But today what I was thinking a lot about was removing myself from the business, right? Like that's always been the goal. And one of the reasons I didn't want to start it. When I first started, it was a lot of me doing the editing, me doing like every piece of it. And now I'm pretty much out of most of the things and I'm just checking in, looking at the outcomes. In one of Dan Martell's books, I don't remember which one, it's like 20-80-20 is the rule you want to go by. You want to handle the initial 20% and the last 20%. The 80% you want somebody else to handle. So for me, what that looks like is 20% getting the customer, getting them set up, and getting their project scope figured out and handed off to the team. Everything's delivered, and I do like a quality check and check-ins with the client, right? So that's my 20 and my 20. 80, I can't handle that with more than a few people. So to scale it, I've got to be doing that. And that's kind of where it's at. I'd say I'm doing like 40. Yeah, 40, 60. So it's like, initial handoff and the content filming and the last little bit. So I've gotten some of it pieced out, but I need to get that other 40% or that other 20% handed off so that it's a lot more, I have a lot more bandwidth to focus on scaling the business and everything like that. So in 2025, my goal for Q3 of 24 was to get out of most of the operation part, and I am close. Once I get some filmers and figure that out, or move the business in a way where I don't film the content, that's an option too. I don't know. I could take $1,000 off of each plan and still it could still be okay. I don't know. But anyway, pretty much hit that goal. So first quarter of 25, that's a big one for me, is get that last little bit just completely handed off and start to grow that. Like in each journey or each stage of the process of growing this thing, it's like a new system or a new team member, a new role, like whatever is added into the business. There's like a small step back that happens as the delivery quality changes, right? Because let's say I'm finally worked up to this point where this is what I deliver, and then I add somebody in who hasn't been doing it, they're over here. So now we've got to learn that process again. And sometimes that does take a hit on clients, like in the revenue. So I'm a little worried about that. Like if I get people to film, the content's not going to come out as good. These are stories I'm telling myself. It's not going to come out as good. It's not going to work right. It's clients might be uncomfortable. Like there's a lot of moving pieces there that I'm very hesitant about. And it's like double work, right? I'm going to have somebody shadow me and pay them while they shadow me before they can do their stuff on their own. But it's necessary. It's something I really need to do. But yeah, so being out here, Montana's been great and a little stressful, but I'll keep this one super short. Just wanted to check in. Those are the thoughts that I'm having with the agency growth. And yeah.